up, you guys? My name is Aubrey, this is my channel, and today we're going to be talking about something extremely cool, and it's something I've never spoken about on this channel before. Now, many of you may have heard of the streaming platform Twitch. It's kind of like YouTube, but focused around long-form and live content. Now, Twitch has gained notoriety and popularity all over the world because of video game streamers. But did you know that you can actually use Twitch in a wide variety of different ways to make a ton of money? So in this video, we're going to be breaking down exactly how to go about doing this and how you can explore really creative ways to use the Twitch platform to make a full-time income. So let's get started. Now in 2021, I believe that content creation is one of the best side hustles that you can take part in. The income potential, just the exposure potential that comes along with creating content, I think is huge. And I think that the upside simply cannot be ignored. But whenever we talk about content creation, at least on this channel, we've explored a lot of the mainstream ones. YouTube, of course, because that is my main form of content creation, but also things like Instagram, TikTok, blogs, and more. But the one form of content creation that I've oddly enough never spoken about is Twitch. And to be honest, the reason why I've never spoken about it is because I've always associated Twitch with video games and playing video games. And I didn't see much opportunity for Twitch for people who didn't like video games, like myself, for example. But recently I've been exposed to Twitch and exactly what opportunity lies on the platform. And that's really what I want to talk about today. Now again, for those of you who aren't familiar with what Twitch is a streaming platform. Now what streaming is it's typically whenever it's content done live and it's not edited. So with YouTube, you have to sit in front of a camera, you then have to upload that footage onto your computer, you then have to edit it down, upload it to YouTube, you have to do some SEO, you need to do all of these things in order to develop one single piece of content. With Twitch, it's much more free form and it's much less editing and uploading heavy. Basically how it works is you would just put your camera in front of you and then you would just keep recording and you would automatically upload that feed onto Twitch in real time. There is no editing, there's not as much strategic planning with the content you're creating, there's no cuts to fix the mistakes that you make in video, so it is very different than YouTube, even if on the surface it looks very similar. But very similar to YouTube, there's a lot of money that can be made on the platform. In fact, the top Twitch streamers in 2020 made millions of dollars. But the thing that I think goes unrealized by a lot of people is that Twitch isn't just for video games, and Twitch isn't a video game exclusive platform. In fact, there are a ton of uses that have been proven that people have used the platform in order to make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. But before we dig into these ideas, let's first talk about how you can make money on Twitch and the different forms of income that can come along with that platform. So first and foremost is through ad revenue. Like very similar to YouTube, there are ads that are placed on streams. And because of that, creators on the Twitch platform get money from that ad revenue. Very similar to what I do whenever I make a YouTube video. Every single time you see an ad on one of my YouTube videos, I get a portion of the income that is made from that advertisement. Now again, very similar to YouTube, the amount of money that you can make from an ad on Twitch is going to vary drastically depending on how many followers or how many viewers you have, what type of content you're creating, and more. But according to a variety of different sources that I found online, the average CPM, which is cost per milli or cost per 1,000 views, is between $1 and $2, though I'm sure it is drastically different depending on the content. That is the amount of money that an advertiser pays Google or Twitch to advertise their product in front of 1,000 people. But that's just ad revenue, and that's just one form of income that Twitch streamers can make money off of. The second one is donations, and basically it's exactly how it sounds. Whenever a Twitch streamer is streaming, their viewers can donate money to them, basically as their way of saying thanks for making their content. Now this is something that Twitch streamers, from my understanding at least, rely very heavily on. It is significantly more impactful to them than their CPM associated with their Twitch channel. Next is affiliate links and brand sponsorships, and I'm clumping these together because I think that they are very, very similar. Now these both involve working with third-party companies in order to promote a product, a service, or a company, and then get paid in order to do that. With affiliate links, it can be something as simple as saying, hey, follow my link down in the description below and check out that product. If you purchase that product, then I get a few cents or I get a few percentage points of commission from you buying that product. This is a very legitimate but also very easy way for anybody in the content creation space to make money. I make money with affiliate links. I'm sure almost every medium to large scaled creator out there probably does the exact same thing because it's a great way in order to increase your income. But not only affiliate links, you also have the world of brand sponsorships, and this is something that is extremely prevalent on Twitch. Nowadays, you'll see large Twitch streamers that are sponsored by energy drink companies or chair companies or computer companies. There is an endless supply of brand sponsorship deals out there for large Twitch creators that can garner a large audience. And one of the last income streams that I want to talk about, but certainly not the last one that exists out there, is merchandise and product sales. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more on this later, but keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, so now we've talked about the different income streams that can come along with a Twitch channel. And now you guys are probably thinking to yourself, well, what do? I don't like video games. I don't know what I'm going to make a Twitch channel about. So how can I start making this money that I'm talking about? And that is the question that I want to answer in this video. And the answer is really anything. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a lot of research on Twitch, and I found out that there are a lot of Twitch creators that are making content that actually has nothing to do with video games at all. For example, recently I was watching a CNBC Make It video where they're covering a 25-year-old woman who is a full-time Twitch streamer. She makes 6 figures a year and she streams herself playing chess. In fact, she was recently recruited onto an esports team and is now a professional chess player in the world of esports. But if chess isn't your style, then don't worry, I have some other suggestions as well. There is an entire genre called adventure Twitch streaming, which is basically adventure style content. One creator that I found specifically is named Mikey, and I may be mispronouncing that, but basically what this person does is they do POV style videos based out of New York. They are a bicycle delivery driver, meaning they make deliveries on their bike throughout NYC, and he straps a camera on the front of his face and he records himself all day long while making these deliveries. He has about 65,000 followers on Twitch and he averages about 10 to 15,000 views per video. There is another creator that I found named Teha Types, and they create keyboards and they just record themselves creating keyboards all day long. And they have a following of 213,000 followers. And the last niche I'll talk about is art. There are a ton of artists online really showing their craft in the world of Twitch. I found sculptures, I found musicians, I found painters, I found so many different types of people that were working on their craft in the world of Twitch streaming. They streamed themselves while they worked and they were able to make some extra income from these views. Now, I will include links down in the description below for all of the creators that I just mentioned, but believe it or not, the reason why I made this video wasn't to highlight these specific creators. Instead, it was to show the wide array of different niches and different industries and different segments that you can explore if you're somebody who is wanting to make money in the world of content creation. Whenever it comes to platforms like YouTube, for example, the platform is fairly oversaturated. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of creators talking about the exact same subjects. And because of that, it can sometimes be difficult to break in, gain traction, and really gain an audience. But in the world of content creation with newer platforms like TikTok or like Twitch, for example, there's a lot more areas where you can break in and really make a name for yourself. Now, granted, Twitch isn't a new platform. It's been around for quite a while, but the world of doing non-gaming content on the platform Twitch is something that is a relatively new concept. So if you had a concept that you wanted to explore and you were able to successfully stream that on the Twitch platform, then there's a pretty good chance that you could end up breaking through and really gaining an audience and getting traction. And the beautiful thing is that your opportunities are literally limitless. You could take any hobby you enjoy, any hobby that you're passionate about, and you could stream yourself doing it in order to make some extra income on the Twitch platform. Let's say, for example, that you love plants and you love to garden. So in this example of plants, if you wanted to create some sort of brand surrounding your plant venture, then rather than exploring some of the more traditional platforms like YouTube, for example, you could instead veer towards Twitch, which is much less saturated. And you could create an entire streaming brand around your plants. You could stream yourself gardening, answering questions, doing DIYs. You could even show your plants growing in real time. You could show how the seasons change, how your plants adapt to the seasons changing, how you do new plants, how you take care of your plants. It could be this entire thing, and through this streaming platform, you could start gaining an audience, you could start building a relationship, your audience will start to care about your plants as much as you do, and then you can start to profit off of their views. And then once you have a solidified enough brand, you could start exploring other avenues for income. You could sell e-courses, e-books, you could start a podcast, you could sell branded products associated with your brand like aprons, shovels, hats. The opportunity is truly limitless once you have that brand, and that brand can be solidified and created through Twitch. But like anything, there has to be strategy behind how you do it. And in the case of Twitch, you probably just can't put up content flippantly and cross your fingers, do a little rain dance, and hope that you get views and thus get money. There is, of course, a rhyme and reason behind everything. And before you upload your first Twitch stream, you should know a few things. Number one is how the Twitch algorithm works. works. Now, the algorithm is one of the most important aspects of content creation, and understanding the algorithm is your key in order to be successful. There is always an algorithm associated with everything. For example, Instagram's algorithm is notoriously difficult to understand, and it is notorious for changing often. YouTube's algorithm, on the other hand, is like an elusive creature that we are all trying to learn as much as possible about. And Twitch, of course, has its own algorithm, and their algorithm is dependent on a few different things. Number one is engagement from your audience. If you want to be successful on Twitch, you need to learn how to connect with your audience and how to converse with your audience through your videos. Number two is choosing your niche and your category. So really niching down into what type of content you want to create. Now, this is true no matter what platform you're going to be on, whether you want to do TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. You need to niche down and figure out what type of videos and what type of content you want to create. If you're going to be streaming about fitness one day, plants the next, and then science the next day, you're never going to gain an audience. You need to niche down on a specific topic, and you need to stick to that topic. For example, plants or watches or sculptures, whatever the case is, you need to figure out what type of content you want to create, and you need to create content on that topic only. Another thing that Twitch and its algorithm look for is complete views. This is basically saying how many people watch this stream from start to finish. If people are leaving midstream and not finishing the stream, that is a red flag to Twitch that people may not be enjoying that content. This is again going back to the engagement side of the equation. If people are engaged with your content, they're more likely to stick around until the end. And if people stick around until the end, then that is good for the Twitch algorithm, and that will help them push your content even further. And lastly is consistency. Now, this is something that is so incredibly important. I talk about it so often on this channel, and it rings true for almost everything you want to be good at in life, especially content creation, and especially Twitch. If you want to do well on Twitch and you want to solidify an audience and thus make a lot of money from the Twitch platform, being consistent with your uploads is incredibly important. Figure out an upload schedule and stick to that, and try to make that upload schedule fairly frequent. So don't do your upload schedule once a month. If you do that, you'll never gain traction. I would try to do at least once a week, if not 1 to 3 times per week. The reason why frequency and consistency is rewarded in the world of algorithms is because platforms want to see that you're using it and that you're bringing an audience to their platform. If you aren't uploading consistently or frequently, then that platform will have no real reason to promote you, because if they promote a video and then you don't upload for an entire month or an entire year, that doesn't really do them any good. Whereas if you upload consistently 1 day a week or 2 days a week or 3 days a week, then that platform will eventually begin to take notice, and thus they'll start pushing your content out to more people. Consistency has been proven to be the key to success on almost every single content creation website, whether you look at YouTube, whether you look at TikTok, or whether you look at Twitch. Being consistent with your content is crucial. If you cannot be consistent, then you will never be successful. With that being said, you guys, I was excited to make this video because I think that the world of Twitch really opens up some unique opportunities for long-form, unrefined content. I mentioned earlier the examples of sculptures, or people riding bikes, or people building keyboards, but the reality is this opportunity is so broad, I think that you could fit it for almost every single type of niche or industry out there. Do you have a warehouse where you have workers packing packages? You could put a camera in the corner and stream them, as long as you had everybody's consent, of course. If you're an 18-wheeler, you could put a camera in your dash and you could stream your day-to-day drive, especially if it's something super scenic. If you are a planter, again, you could stream yourself planting plants. There is so much opportunity out here, so much opportunity to be able to show the world what you do on a day-to-day basis. And I think that this is a really viable and really unique path to explore, to not only make extra side income, not only create new opportunities, but potentially increase sales of a current or pre-existing business. And I really wanted to make this video to get those creative juices flowing, figuring out how you can use Twitch to your advantage to expand your own income. But with that being said, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.